What you just watched was a video submitted by a man in West Virginia. He captured it on his trail camera just a few nights ago, and to say it's disturbing would be an understatement. The footage shows a man dressed as a clown walking through the woods in the dead of night. The Trailcam owner lives miles away from the nearest neighbor, in an area so remote that seeing anyone out there would already be strange. But seeing this? It's downright chilling. The man is wearing an old-fashioned yellow coat with oversized buttons, striped pants, and a red hat. But it's not just his appearance that's disturbing, it's how he moves. His walk is slow and deliberate, like every step is calculated. He doesn't seem to be going anywhere in particular. Then suddenly, he stops and stares at a tree. Not the camera, not his surroundings, just the tree. And he stays like that, as if there's something about the tree we can't see. The man who submitted the footage told us that he hasn't been able to sleep since he saw it. He described the sight as deeply unsettling and said, "I've never seen anything like this before. I don't know if it's just some sick joke or if there's something worse going on, but I'm terrified to go outside at night." So, what's going on here? Why would someone be wandering through the woods, miles from anywhere, dressed like this? Is this just an elaborate prank? Or is there something far darker at play? Could this man have sinister intentions? Or is he part of something even more unexplainable? This clip leaves us with so many questions and very few answers. But I want to hear from you. What do you think? Is this a hoax, a deranged individual, or something even stranger? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've seen anything as eerie or eerier, make sure to send it my way. This next submission is a bit of a throwback. It's a photo taken in 1994 on what must have been a very old trail camera. When did you get your first trail camera, and how good were the pictures back then? Because although this photo doesn't look very clear, it's still unsettling. Take a look at this. What was captured is either a man in an incredibly convincing Sasquatch suit or something else entirely. Could it be someone messing around, or could this be an authentic image of something unexplained? The man who sent this in is from Michigan, and according to him, this is the only photo his trail camera ever captured of this creature. He's convinced it wasn't staged and swears by the authenticity of the image, but I'll leave it up to you to decide. Does this look like a hoax? Maybe someone in a costume? Or could this be genuine proof of a creature we've only heard about in legends? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm really curious about what you think. Now, just so we are on the same page, I only share what I find and what people send to me. Here's the email that I received from Jim in Michigan. This next submission comes from Ian, who emailed me about a photo he took in Cardigan Bay, Wales in the UK. Here's what he said. "I took a photo of the missus after I built a wall to shelter us from the blowing sand on the beach. You can use the photo if you think it's any good." Now, at first glance, this might look like a simple picture, but if you look closely at the center of the image, right where I've added an arrow, something very strange stands out. To me, it almost looks like there's a portal. It's hard to say exactly what it is, but it's definitely intriguing. It could be a trick of the light, some kind of odd reflection, or maybe even something with the way the lines in the photo interact. I'm not sure what to make of it. What do you think? Is it just a natural phenomenon, a camera glitch, or could it be something more mysterious? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And, as always, if you've captured anything strange or unexplained, feel free to send it in. I'd love to feature it. This next segment comes from an email sent by a viewer who shared several intriguing photos with me. Here's what he said in his email. "Sending you this picture. I don't know if I sent it to you before, but it's from my camera back in 2012. It shows a black thing and a white thing. I have no idea what they are. I've also attached another picture taken 15 minutes later in the same area, and there's nothing there. The camera goes off every 15 minutes during daylight. I've also attached another picture that shows two of us walking to retrieve the camera, along with a Doberman dog. I'm the guy in the front, approximately 5 feet 10 inches, and the fellow behind me is about 6 feet. Let's start by looking at the first image. You can clearly see what he's describing, a strange black object and a white object in the frame. What could these be? They don't resemble any wildlife or anything you'd expect to see in a wooded area. Now, if we look at the second image, taken just 15 minutes later, the area looks completely normal. Whatever those objects were, they're gone. No tracks, no evidence, just an empty scene. Finally, in the third photo, you can see him and his companion walking toward the camera with a Doberman dog in tow. These photos help give us a sense of scale. The man in front is 5 feet 10 inches, and the other is 6 feet tall, so any comparison to the earlier objects is especially puzzling. So, what do you think? Are these anomalies just a trick of the light, an odd shadow, or something more unexplainable? Could the black and white objects be physical entities, or are they something we don't yet understand? This next segment, I'm just going to show you the email I received and let you decide for yourself. I have witnessed black BDU uniformed, no insignia individuals in my room and house in Phoenix. They have been performing a lot of spinal taps on me. I'll send you pictures. I have to warn you in advance. Once we start talking and exchanging information, things might get weird. I believe I am a hybrid, an alien, or one of their experiments. They gas your whole house, putting everything to sleep. They come in wearing gas masks, conduct their experiments, or take me out. I have not been able to capture these events until I started using very old video equipment. If it's solid state, they drain it dead. I sold a farm in southeastern Oklahoma after a Draco reptilian army occupied it, drinking over 200 gallons of water a day from our troughs. I saw one walk past me while cloaked. Hell yes, I was scared, and I'm a gun-toting old country boy. The Oklahoma City Zoo saw the tail imprint on my CCTV footage from the corner of my room and told me not to go home because my life was in danger. No kidding, but they never harmed me. One did swipe at my dog, nearly killing him with its razor-sharp claws. It took 3 blood transfusions to save him because the bacteria was so toxic. I was asked to join a team called experiencers.com, and I did. Harvard gave us full access to their UFO, UAP, and Dr. John Mack's work. Dr. Mack was mysteriously killed in a car accident shortly after my reptilian encounter and NSA interference on my farm. We left due to all the harassment. The stories are many. I've lost good friends who were killed over what I'm about to tell you. But I'm old now, a retired gold miner, and I don't care about the fame or the nonsense anymore. I currently have a cryptid living near me in Oklahoma. It carries around its dead lamb kill, using its head and spine as a trophy. I believe the deep state military is training dogmen or Bigfoot to perform stealth missions they cannot do themselves. On my last night at the farm, a UFO blasted 2 beams of light through the bedroom window. As I ran to it, the beams twisted into nothing but floating dust. The craft backed off without a sound, though there was a resonating hum. I'm sensitive to noises and always sleep with headphones on. A friend of mine, author D.A. Roberts, knows some of what I've been through, but I don't share much because I don't want harm to come to anyone. Another friend, who has published several books on aliens, jokingly calls me the baddest alien hunter around because I can see some of them, like in the movie They Live with Roddy Piper. If you're interested in talking, I'll tell you everything that's happened to me over the years. I would write a book, but I'm convinced they'd silence me for it. Check out aliendave.com middle page exclusive, where it all partly began. I've encountered reptilians, Dracos, the Vril, Nazis, the NSA, deep state dark military, and Space Force craft. Be safe. Just because you don't see them doesn't mean they aren't watching you. I received an email from someone who wanted to share a photo with me. Here's what they said. This picture was taken in Idaho by my sister-in-law and brother. They went on vacation in October and captured this photo. On my life, I swear this picture is real. None of us have the capacity to manipulate it. I've sent it to numerous YouTube sites, but none of them have shown it. The more you look at this picture, the scarier it gets. My loved ones were feet away from these things. And that thought is terrifying. Please put this picture out there. It was taken on my sister-in-law's cell phone, and she texted it to a group of us. They didn't see anything at the time the picture was taken. They pulled over on the side of the road to take a photo of the scenery. I'm not seeking clout, and I'd like to remain anonymous. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Now, let's take a closer look at the photo they're talking about. This was taken when they pulled over on the side of the road to capture the scenery. At first, nothing unusual was noticed, but when you zoom in, you can see what looks like a strange ray of light in the middle of the image. To me, it looks like there's an alien standing right there in the beam. Now, it could just be the trees or something else entirely, but man, I see an alien immediately. What about you? Do you see it? Let me know in the comments below if you think this could be an alien, or if there's another explanation for what we're seeing. All right, check this out. I found this crazy image on Donovan Dread's channel. It's a YouTube short claiming to show a photo taken by a park ranger back in 1997. In this photo, you can clearly see this werewolf-type creature that's climbed up a tree. It's not just some blurry mess. The story goes that this park ranger actually sent this photo into Donovan's show. And now, it's gaining some traction. What do you think? AI-generated, fake, fiction, or is this the real deal, Holyfield? Let me know in the comments. Here's one more from Donovan Dread's channel, and it got over 3.3 million views and over 11,000 comments. You might have seen this one already. It's titled Yeti or Sasquatch, but I think it should be titled Bad Hair Day. Let me know if you've seen this one. Apparently, this photo was taken in northern Minnesota. I do admit it's pretty freaking wild. Look at the long, slender fingers on this thing. I've been analyzing this video, trying to figure out exactly what's happening here. It appears to show some kind of shape-shifting caught on camera. At the start, it looks like a chicken, turkey, or some type of bird, possibly even a rabbit. Then, partway through, this creature seems to shift into the form of a man running. The transformation happens about halfway through the video, in the center of the screen. Allegedly, this footage comes from someone's security camera. It's incredibly fascinating, even though the video quality is pretty poor. What do you think? Could this actually be a shapeshifter caught on camera?
Yo, I've never seen nothing like that.
This clip has people captivated by a strange light in the sky. I'm not sure what it could be, but you can clearly see the sky illuminated in one specific area, which looks pretty amazing. It doesn't resemble a sunset and appears to be later at night, though I'm not sure of the exact time. It's definitely more intriguing than most things I've seen recently. What do you think this could be?
Yo, I've never seen nothing like that.